What's good, the peoples? It is time for more Phantasy Star 2. We had got a new character, yeah. Hug H is in the party. We have hooked it up. He is level crap. Here, let me talk to some of these NPCs so I can remind myself what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, all these old men were like confused. Then we gotta go south to the junkyard. Yeah, confused old men. We're going south to the peninsula, I guess? This is looking like a peninsula. Yes, this is a very peninsula-like. Why is Hugh defending? Why is he not attacking? Does he not have a weapon? He does. He's got 2 knives. He should be attacking. Oh, we need to test out his techs. Alright, so we got this entry platform. We're back in a brown dungeon now. The same pipes as always. These pipes are what I'm going to forever remember this game as. New techniques. That a tech I can use out of combat? It is not. He's got a bunch of combat techniques. I just don't think we've tested any of them. Box. It's full of garbage. Delicious. I love garbage. I haven't come to any decision points yet in this dungeon. It's all been just one linear path. All right, let's strategy. Rimit, Doran, Gen, Seigen, Shin. Oh my goodness. All right, what's Rimit? No idea what that did. Dolph is poisoned. Don't love that. Whatever that did, it put him back into auto battle. So we've seen Hugh's attack animation now. That's interesting. I believe Nay has anti. Yeah. In fact, let's go ahead and throw Hugh a res. Alright. Nope, still not a choice. Only one way to go there. Okay, we're going to Stiggy, order, Hug H. Let's do Doran on a Fang. Why not? Fang has gone insane. I've driven the poor man insane with my Doran. Fantastic. Okay, order Hug H to Gen the Fang. We have a teleporter now. What's past that? Okay, second teleporter. Ugh. Alright, let's order Hug H to Gen. And then Sagan, I think, is just going to be a stronger version of Gen. I think. Okay, so that just dealt damage. So Gen is his damage spell. We'll try Shinba next. Alright, so there's two teleporters. There's A and B, and we're taking B. In the garbage dump level, ooh, it's a garbage man. I've got Shinba and Shiza. We're gonna Shinba first. Let's see where that gets us. Didn't work. Cool. I feel like Hugh is not terrific. I feel like having Amy's healing abilities are a better use of my everything. Okay, so this man likes to eat garbage. He's a literal garbage man. I love the smell of garbage. Of course you do. Young garbage child. So it's like a silence spell. Okay, we've been through Hugh's spell list. I am not thoroughly impressed. I think it would be better to have the healing. So I think we're going to bench Hugh and put Amy back on the ranks. Next time we have to bug out of the dungeon, I'll take care of that. Because I think she can use a poison gun. I saw a poison gun in the shop, didn't I? Great. Alright, is this a passage I can take? No. There's a box, though. I want that box. It's just going to be garbage, but I want it anyway, because I love the smell of garbage. Full of garbage. Great. You want some garbage? Yes, I will eat your garbage cake, small blue child. Great. No. Now I need to heal myself. Isn't Hugh... No, he's not a doctor. He's a biologist. I was like... Wouldn't Hugh be like, hey, man, don't eat the rotten garbage cake? Is that all that's on this floor? That's all that's on this floor. Great. I need to... tend to my window here for a second. On my laptop. There we go. Okay. Back to Garbage Land. So that was a dead end. Unless there's a nondescript section of the wall that I have to examine, which was the case in the previous dungeon. Good job, Hugh. I feel like I'm over-leveled for the garbage dungeon, but that can't possibly be the case. Do I have to, like, search these garbage ditches? No, okay. There's nothing unusual in the garbage ditch. So that was teleporter B. We passed up teleporter A. Where must this go? Just to this box. Serum bar. That's going to be... Weapon for Nay. She has 2 of those already. That's not even an upgrade. Where else is there to go in this dungeon? There was no other path. It's going to be a situation where I'm like, well, I'm going to have to search one of these garbage ditches, I think. The JRPG strategy for assigning treasure is put treasure in a dungeon that you can buy in the next town after the dungeon you're in, because then it's an actual upgrade and not just a thing you can sell for a little bit of money. Okay. So it's got to be something over here. We're going to go back to this dead end area with the blue children. This was nothing, right? It's a garbage ditch. Which we checked. We're here looking for parts to build like a Land Rover or whatever it's called. In the previous dungeon, our goal, like our objective, was just a nondescript part of the wall we had to check. So it's entirely possible that one of these garbage ditches will have what we're looking for, and it just looks like every other garbage ditch. Like, we could check this garbage ditch. There's nothing unusual in it. Nothing unusual in it. We open this box. There's nothing over here. Hugh's regular attack is putting out okay damage. But I do think I'd prefer to have aiming and healing magic. So there's no... Like, I can see on the left, there's nothing over there. It's just a dead-end area. So why would I go that way? Sometimes it's hard to tell where the walls are in these dungeons because of this pipe we got overlaid on top. So sometimes I think what I'm seeing is a wall when it's not. And vice versa. Okay. Well, let's... Maybe I missed a pass earlier in the dungeon, perhaps. There's one room to start. Like, there's an area over there, but I can't reach it. This was a dead end, right? That garbage patch is stuck in a wall, so I can't check it. So's that one. That box had garbage in it. There's a garbage patch, which is stuck in a wall, so I can't check it. And yeah, now we're back to the teleporters. This teleporter went to a small area that had a box, which contained a weapon that we already had 2 of, because we can buy an infinite supply of them. There's a second teleporter, nothing beyond it. I'm going into the second teleporter. We have blue children. Why do the toaders and leechers not eat the blue children? Maybe they're not as tasty as we are. This is a dead end. My man loves the smell of garbage. There's a wall up there. Walls on the sides. Second passage here. Slug mess. God, you don't want to say that out loud. Alright, Slugmas got some stank on. We've cleaned up the slug mess, but they took a big bite out of Dolph. Dolph's gonna need a couple healing spells. Nay has a new tech. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this sacrifice nonsense again. Why do we have a second sacrifice spell? Who do you think I am? All right, so that room, that third path is just a garbage ditch. Nothing worth getting our hooters in a boot over. Oh, we got to test out Hugh's new spell. It's not a... He's got res now. Okay, so he can do some healing, but he's like a black mage kind of character, so if you were going to use him, that would be a waste of his toilet paper. And Rogo's going to need Nay's last healing here. Dead end. Was this also a dead end over here, or is this a passage that I've walked past 6 times? It's a dead end. And then this middle path was also a dead end with 2 garbage ditches. Oh, this is a new kind of monster. It's the Rotwood. Here, let's do this. Why don't you try out... Oh, you got res. That's right. Well, here, use... You know what? Don't do anything. Just attack. I'd rather use his toilet paper on one last heal spell. But I think this was it. This was the end of the line. And it's just Cake Boy. That was it. That's the whole dungeon. So my guess is either there's a nondescript wall that we have to check, or you have to check a specific angle of the garbage ditch or something. I just assume that's what TP stands for. I guess it could stand for anything. All right, let's talk to the people in this town again and see if maybe I missed a clue. What the? What? What the? What? Can we make anything from junk? Nobody's ever been to the tower in the lake. So that's what we need to do, is we need to make a mobile machine to get to the center of the lake. I think that's our goal. But going to the garbage dump did not seem to avail us. A resort town by a lake. Let's sell this extra bar that we have. Alright, I want to dump Hugh. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He's like, oh, I heard about this man going on an adventure, and I want to go on the adventure with him. And then he shows up at my house and is like, I would like to accompany you on your adventure. And then he just spends the entire rest of his life sitting on my couch while I'm gone. Oh my god, there's someone else. We have Angry Blonde Woman now. Alright, Angry Blonde Woman. She's known as a guardian. My job is to hunt evil hunters. Well, if you're hunting the hunters, then aren't you also a hunter? Or does that make you a hunter? Give me a weapon with a blade, and I'm deadly. Oh, you know what? We should buy her some of those cutters. All these people want me to, like, rename them. Who hunts the hunters? Anna apparently hunts the hunters. You know what? I'm going to rename her. I'm going to give her the name from a character from my book that is close enough to Anna. All right, let's reorganize. Let's take this new character out for a spin. So, Dolph, you're coming. And we want Anja. And then we need to order. So, Rogo, Dolph. I guess this is fine. What do you have? Can't use techniques, but you might have combat techniques. Headgear, boomerang, fiber, cape. So you got capes. Okay. I think she's going to use these cutter weapons, and if the boomerang works the way I'm thinking, it's like a hit all enemies kind of deal. Where did I see that? Here? Yeah, these slashers. I'm going to buy her 2 of these. Let's buy 1. Because maybe she can't equip 2 weapons, right? Nope, she totally can. Okay, we're doing that. Double slashers is pretty cool in Phantasy Star 4. So she's going to sell this boomerang, and she needs better armor. She's got a fiber cape. What are we up to here? Oh, we haven't bought hardly any armor from here. Okay, right. Can you wear this? She can wear that. Let's sell her old stuff. I could take equipment off of... Where's the item store? I could take equipment off of Amy and give it to her. God, I'd have to go through 47 menus to do that. Okay. Talking to the people in the town didn't help. What are my boundaries? Why am I stuck? Why can't I explore the world map here? We went south. What happens if we just hug up here? She's got some fire magic. Okay. Dead. Of course. Fortunately, if she's still level 1, an Anja clone should only cost like $8. Oh, there's something in the middle of the desert area up there. Why am I walking? $20 for a clone? Good lord, it's a lot of money. Let us drop the save. Oh, I quit out of the game. So far, every new character that we've got has joined at level 1, yes. So it's kind of a crapshoot if they'll survive their first couple of battles. And when you level up, you don't get your new hit point total added. Your hit points go up, but you don't get your current hit points are not increased to match. Okay, I think we went east last time. How far west can I go? Good job, Nay. Sweet. It did look like that hit multiple targets. Like, Dolph's shotgun can also sometimes hit multiple targets. He doesn't have a shotgun at the moment, though. Center. Guys, we found the center. There it is. It's the center of every monster. That's what's in the middle of all of them. We have another bridge over here. I want to see if I can sneak around to the south before taking this bridge. Looks like we can actually. Oh, no, there's nothing down there. Okay, so there's no reason to go that way. What's across the bridge? It's possible you have to find another location and talk to an NPC, and the NPC will say, now you have to go to the garbage dump. And then we go to the garbage dump, and then something will be at the garbage dump that we can use to advance. Question is, does Anja's attack hit one group of enemies or all enemies? I guess we'll find out here in a second. One group of enemies, okay. Unless this is back where I came from. I don't think it is, because I think we came from closer to the little resort town we found. I don't think we came along the coast down here. But every single part of this game's world map looks like every single other part of this game's world map. So how would I know? Oh, I have the hint book. I have a PDF of the hint book that came with the game. But I've only looked at it as like a last resort. Although the hint book is not... it's not super helpful some of the times. We might just be going... Yeah, we're just going backwards at this point. Which town was this? Oh, it's a new town. We have not been this way. I have met your friends in Roron. We ate some of their garbage cake, and it made me sick. Did they used to eat garbage cake before going under the ocean? Is that what they ate? Because I ate some. What do you mean, oh no, humans? You live in a town filled with humans. Wait, say that again? In the places where the color of the water is different in the ocean, they say it's because of water from the lake. That's a hell of a sentence. I think I understand what she's saying. The dungeons in this game are definitely a choice, but for my money, I still think they're better than in Final Fantasy II. Still has my gold standard for worst JRPG dungeons. Here, let's hit up the hospital. Oh no, humans! Alright, are there new weapons for sale? I've already got a new kind of slasher and a new kind of bar. There's so many weapons for sale. I'm tempted to drop my whole nut on a laser slasher and just give Anja a little boost. Because I think we're going to be using her for a while. Alright, well, we've got stuff to buy, so let's... Actually, let me say this. Is this for Dolph? Yeah, okay, so that was our first purchase, I guess. Dolph is the one who's most in need of an upgrade, so... The Final Fantasy II monster closets make me irrationally angry. You go through a dungeon in that game, and it's like, oh, here's 4 doors in a row, and one of these doors goes to garbage treasure that you don't care about, and one of these doors goes to the stairs to the next level of the dungeon, and 2 of these doors are a guaranteed random encounter, identical to the random encounters you've been fighting the entire time you've been in this dungeon. And then every time that happens to me, I just want to put my head through a wall. How do I get to that house? The dungeons in this game seem like they have purpose. They were definitely designed by a madman, but like they have a shape to them. They're not just an arbitrary maze. Do I know what mirror leaves are? No, I do not. Okay, so bring the leaves to him. But how am I getting across the ocean? Oh no, humans! Alright, well I want to save here. This is my new home base. And it's going to be a minute before we've bought everything we can use here. I thought I saw a save house around here somewhere. Yeah. So I haven't found a dungeon that has like 20 teleport pads yet. So far, I've been able to keep a mental map of all the teleport pads I've been coming across in a dungeon. There is a lot of space to be adequately traumatized by the map design in this game. But I do have the hint book that has the dungeon maps in it in case I need them. Okay. We'll see what Dolph's new gun can do. So it seems like the order of events is we're going to figure out something to do in the junkyard to build our land boat or whatever, and that will get us out to that island with the magic leaves. And then the magic leaves will let us go underwater. And I'm not sure why we would want to go underwater, but that seems to be what we're doing. I think we're ahead of characters right now. I think we've got more than one per town. So she's got a new combat technique. It's probably Gfoy. Gfoy? Sounds like Goofy's in my party. Can I go down here and sneak through these labs? Little biospheres, whatever they are? I got more characters than I know what to do with. Like, I just got this new character. Not sneaking through there. This is, okay, blocked, blocked, blocked. Might be able to sneak down through here. Great. Yeah, because Hugh joined our party before we found the resort town. So either we have another new character waiting for us when we go back again, or the game credited me the character associated with the resort town before we found the resort town. What we need to find is an employment agency, because Nay still has no job, and that we just can't have that. What is north? Oh, I do have a north here. I think this is just another path from the resort town, though. Yeah, I recognize this. We came down this way, so maybe that is it. All right. Okay. I'm just going to look up. It's a long way from Zima to Quarry. We already made it to Quarry. That's where we just were. So we walked there. Apparently we're supposed to have the jet scooter at this point. But how is that possible? Oh my god. This is mean. This is just mean. There's nothing, there's no other explanation for it. This is just... Alright, we gotta go back to the garbage dungeon. Oh, wait till you... If I'm parsing this map correctly, it's very Englishy. It's very... We localized this before games had localization departments, but if I'm reading this map correctly and I understand what I need to do here, it's very mean. Alright, so this is the dungeon. We came in... Well, there's a fight here. So we came in the dungeon, right? And there was this teleporter. We exhausted all those paths. But what if we come in from the bottom? No, it still didn't work. Then can we walk around this? We can. Oh my god. I was thinking you had to enter the dungeon from the south. But no, we're just walking around out in the black space. That's mean. That's even more mean than what I thought it was. And I thought it was already pretty mean. The game tricked me. Everybody needs healing, actually. Okay, here we are in the second half of the dungeon. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed the series. I think I've got... I'm curious, I haven't checked in a minute. I'm just... let's see. 450 hours in Risk of Rain and then 230 hours in Risk of Rain Returns currently. I've put my time in, and nobody can say I haven't. Apparently there's a jet scooter in this tower, yes. Apparently that's what we're getting. And the dungeon just played a mean trick on me. At least it was a kind of funny trick, though. I knew there was more to this dungeon because you can see parts of the map from other parts. So there had to have been more to it. I think Nay gets my next weapon upgrade. I think I've decided. Alright. This is 3 paths. 2 paths. So far, none of the dungeons have been so complex that I haven't been able to just keep a mental map to know where I've been in them. But twice now the game has played mean tricks on me. Okay, so that path goes to a teleporter. Where does this go? Box! I don't think Anja is doing enough work yet to invest in a new weapon for her. Honestly, I think we need to upgrade Nay first. Is it a non-combat tech? It is not. We should probably take a look at her list in the next battle. Cannon! I don't think we want this. I think this is a downgrade from what he's got. Oh yeah, that was his old weapon. So we just found another copy of his old weapon. Second teleporter. So we've got 2 teleporters and a path, but I'm betting this path isn't actually a path. I'm betting it's a dead end. Got 3 teleporters. Alright, so we got teleporter A, B, and C. We're going to try C first. Risk of Rain always goes one of two ways. Either you get overwhelmed and killed, or you get a build that lets you go forever. And then you loop until the game crashes. I love the smell of garbage. Who doesn't? It's pleasant and wonderful. That tangy, nutty aroma of hot, wet garbage in the morning. I like it when it's extra drippy, right? It's always the best. We're still on teleporter C. This is a crazy looking floor. Oh, all those paths go to the same place. Great. I'm just following the wall all the way south. They would probably come up the other side. Your Risk of Rain skills will atrophy too if you go a while without playing the game at all. Like if I were to pick the game up right now, I wouldn't be able to make anything happen in Risk of Rain. I haven't played the game in months. So it would just be, it would be bad. It would be embarrassing. Oh, he made a jet scooter. Is it here? It's full of garbage. Okay. Did they give me the jet scooter? Well, I guess we follow these other two paths and see where they go. It is worth sticking with, though. Like, the learning curve in Risk of Rain is steep, but I think it is worth sticking with and learning it. A lot of people bounce off of the game because how difficult it gets, how quickly. I wasn't able to get into Risk of Rain 2. I don't have the capacity in my brain noodle to play a 3D version of Risk of Rain. I just don't have the spatial awareness required. Right now, Phantasy Star 2 is about going through this garbage dump. Now, the garbage dump looks the same as every other dungeon I've been in. It's the same graphics in every dungeon. But this one's a garbage dump. And we need a garbage dump so we can get a jet scooter. And we need a jet scooter so we can cross a lake. And we need to cross the lake so we can get magic leaves. And we can get magic leaves so a scientist can make us gum that will let us breathe underwater. And I don't know why we want that, but I'm assuming once we can do that, perhaps the reasoning will become apparent. That's my guess. And the reason we're doing any of this is because we're on this planet in outer space, and there's a supercomputer in charge of running the planet, but the supercomputer is going crazy. That's a dead end over there. Okay, so that was teleporter C.
I did play Phantasy Star 1. I played the Switch remake of it. I really enjoyed Phantasy Star 1. I really, really enjoyed drawing all my own maps out. So Phantasy Star 1 had like a dungeon hack style game to it, where you're like in corridor style dungeons, like a wizardry or a Bard's Tale kind of situation. But the combat was like this. And in that game, one of your party members was just a magical cat. And then in this game, they're like, well, why don't we also make the magical cat an unemployed woman? So I have an unemployed cat girl in my party. And she's my pet, and she can do tricks. And then periodically, other people will just knock on your front door and say, I also would like to adventure. And then you say, great, go sit on my couch, because I'm taking Dolph and Nay again. So I think I've got like 3 people just hanging out on my couch right now. So I have made that observation. Because, yeah, Phantasy Star 1, this is a desert planet. And then in Phantasy Star 4, it's a desert planet again. So I'm assuming this thing that whatever happens in this game, I don't know the full, I've never played this game before. I don't know the full story of it. But I'm assuming whatever happens doesn't work. And all of the terraforming efforts being made by this evil supercomputer get reversed. Although there's still like supercomputer stuff in play in 4. They still have like weather control and terraforming and stuff that they're doing. Yeah, I've played 1 and 4. 4 I played as a child. 4 was, we rented this from Blockbuster 3 times in a row before we beat it kind of situation. And then I played it again when it came out on the Wii Virtual Console. And then Phantasy Star 1 I played when they released it on the Switch, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then they're publishing a Phantasy Star tabletop RPG, which I pre-ordered the book. The book's going to be here next month, sometime in September. And I'm like, but before that book gets here, I should probably complete Phantasy Star 2 and 3 to say that I've completed them. And then I'll have all of the working stuff in my... Oh, we've just walked out of the dungeon. We just left the dungeon. Oh, there's... Do I just steal their boat now? Wait a minute. They told... One guy said, hey, I built a boat. And the other guy said, I'm going to go check out, like, the boat. And are we just going to steal it from them? Because that's great. I have no shame. I will steal this boat. There seems to be nothing... What do you mean? There's a boat there. I wonder where those Moda people went. There's a note attached. We love going through garbage itself, so we don't need this. Anyone can have it. Oh, free boat. Oh man, free boat. Okay, I can't go in the dark rivers. Are we going to get encounters on the boat? We are going to get encounters on the boat. It's the Terrakite and the Pug Brat. Now, is it a Pug Brat? Or is it the Pug Brat? These are questions you have to ask yourself. I think Dolph's laser just goes through enemy defense, because everybody else was doing single-digit damage to that Terrakite. And then Dolph was like, laser fool, what up? Yeah. All right, let's drop some healing. I wonder what happens to my boat if I teleport away. It probably just tries to find the closest spot to me, is my guess. Also, where can we get out of the boat is another good question. Can I get out on any coast? That'll be the next thing we have to try. Dolph pulling his weight right now. That's for sure. It did just start thunderstorming outside. I feel like it has started to thunderstorm every single time I've streamed this week. That's not true. We got through D&D yesterday without a storm. His name's actually Rudolph. It's Rudolph Steiner. No relation to the Alexandria Steiners. Like, Dolph is just Odin. The first game had a character named Odin who was this exact same character. Blonde guy with a crew cut, military, no personality, carries a giant gun. Like, same exact character. And then Nay is essentially Rika, from what I can tell, from Phantasy Star 4. So she's like the cat girl who ages super fast. And she has like an unreasonable, kind of creepy attachment to the hero. We can't get off here. Okay, so you just go up to and talk to the land if you want to get off. I found this cool little island. And then we met Amy. Amy's a doctor, and she has healing magic, and I was going to put her back in the party. And then we met Hugh, and Hugh didn't do anything. Hugh is too purple. I can't have two purple characters in the party. It's against the law. I don't know how I didn't get arrested. And then the angry blonde woman showed up. And that's just been the story so far. I have no more healing, though, so we are going to have to warp back. I can have two. I can have double yellow. Double yellow is okay. Because, like, Dolph has so little hair anyway. Like, Dolph's predominant color is not yellow. It's, like, black and gray, right? Oh. It's Blizzard Wolfang. Oh, he's killing me. I'm straight up dying. Now we're putting some damage on him, though. Maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, we got him. Okay, we need to... You know what I'm going to do, actually? Before I move on, let's just use this for now. I just want to see what else is on this island, if anything. No, okay, that's it. Okay. So, Rogo, take us home. Do I have enough money for another weapon? I do. I think we actually buy 2 of these. We can get both of these right now. Great. She's at 102 attack now. 124 attack. Love to see that. It is annoying how the screen doesn't center, because when you're walking like long distances, you can only see like 4 tiles ahead of you. But then you'll get into a random encounter, and when you clear the random encounter, it will center you on the map when you come out. So it's like whenever you kill monsters, you get to see more of the area around you. And I don't know why they would set it up that way. They never sold her first weapons, I guess. And then Dolph has 2 cannons that can go. Great. Should we go home and see if there was a new character ready? Looks like there's only one more town for us to find. Or at least there's only one more town on the teleportation list. Oh, maybe only one more town on this planet, actually. Oh my god! Nope, don't trust this guy. I don't need another purple, I'm sorry. How'd you do? I'm glad to see ya. I done heard you going out after them bad uns. Come on, why would... If any machines or robots get in the way, I can bust them up real good. My birthing name be Josh Kane. I don't like this guy at all. What do we do? Like, we can't throw Dolph out of the party. I feel like... And I don't want to bench Anja yet, because we're still saving up for her new weapons. But, like, should we... Josh Kane, huh? No, that name sucks. Oh, okay. Never. It didn't let. If you say yes, that name suits you, it doesn't let you rename him. If he says no, that name doesn't suit you, it doesn't let you rename him. Yeah, let's just keep doing this until we run out of characters. Okay, no, there's nobody else. Can I turn him into Soylent Green? I mean, let's... Let's just take him out once. Let's just see what... Like, I could put him and Hugh in the party and we would just have all purple. Oops, all purple. He's a wrecker. He uses the dagger. So first things first, we'll order... Let's just take him out and... Can't use techniques. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna equip him or anything yet. All right. Let's see if it actually put my boat down here. Let's see what he can do over here. Fully and force. I don't know what force it does. Okay, so Kane survives his first battle, which we love to see. Didn't work. Good job, Kane. Couldn't have done it without you, buddy. I'm just making my way directly south down to the water and hope that my boat is there. I don't think I've fought any robots yet. Have I seen any robots at all? Maybe that's like later on we'll go to a dungeon and we'll be like, oh, you can't go to this dungeon because Momo's not in your party, and we'll have to see how we do. I have no idea where my boat ended up. Did it get teleported back to the garbage pile, maybe? All right, you know what? Executive decision. We're not taking Kane. We are going to bench Kane. If we come to a dungeon or an area later with a bunch of robots, maybe then it will be worth bringing him out. But for now, I don't see any reason... Because I'm in the process of building up a character that I think that I like. The game gave me too many characters too quickly. Yeah, this is a... executive decision time. Like, I would rather have somebody who can put some damage into the world. If we have to... It doesn't take long to bring a character up to speed. Like, if we do have to use him later... we have that option. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I was going to say I have enough money to buy another slasher, but if I actually teleported over there, then I would not. So we're just going to have to walk. This might be the strangest method I've ever seen in a JRPG for getting your party together. Like, characters don't join your party as a function of the plot. They just show up at your house. Like, none of these characters explained why they wanted to join my party. They just showed up and they're like, hi, this is who I am. This is what I do. Do you want me on your couch, or do you want me, like, what are we doing here? Oh, my boat. Ah, on a jet scooter. Do you think we're going to get a remake of Dragon Quest IV like they did of Dragon Quest III last year? Because I don't really like Dragon Quest III. And I tried playing the remake and I got a couple hours into it before I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. But Dragon Quest IV, I would play that game 100 times. Let's go the other direction and just follow the coast around and see what there is to see. Insecta. Every monster in this game is an insect. Bug, bugger, buggest. I'm one of the only people that enjoyed the DS remake of Dragon Quest IV. From what I can tell, most people didn't like that version for whatever reason. But me and Dragon Quest typically don't get along very well. 4 is the outlier for me. Yeah, like, she's already killing it. Like, she's already awesome, and she's half our level, and she has subpar weaponry, and she's already killing it. It's actually Rogo that needs a new weapon. You may or may not remember a Wii game way, way, way back in the day called Fortune Street. So it's on the Wii. It's like this board game. It's a game about buying and trading real estate and stuff. So it's kind of like a pseudo Monopoly kind of thing. But the Fortune Street series, it's a series of video games, and it releases with licensed characters. So the version that's on the Wii has like Mario characters. And then it has Dragon Quest characters, because traditionally, I guess the developer must have been Enix, I guess. But that was the first Fortune Street game that came out in North America, and maybe the only one. I don't know if they've ever tried it again. Years earlier, there was a version on the PlayStation 2 that had Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy characters. And it was entirely in Japanese. And I remember sitting down with my friends, and one of my friends brought it, and we had no idea what it was or how to play it. It's not literally Monopoly, so it's not like if you know how to play Monopoly, you know how to play this game. There's a lot more to it. We had no idea what was going on. But we wanted to play it because it's like this cute game with Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy characters. So we figured out which button rolled the dice, and then we spent, I think, it takes hours to complete one game. We had like 6 players. It took forever. So all night, oh, Angie's dead. That's lovely. We're just sitting there pushing the button, yelling dice. Because that's all. So the dice get rolled, and then a bunch of random stuff happens, and people end up with property. The game does make sense if you play it in a language you can read. But I wonder if they'll ever bring that back in any capacity. I need another Anja clone, please. So what has any Fortune Street games come out recently? Like, are there any like on Steam? Because the only one I have is the one for Wii. And I remember I played it once after it came out, and Diddy Kong like completely schooled us. Like, Diddy Kong just took us all to the cleaners. All right, got a laser slasher. I'm happy. I'm going to save here. Oh, I can't leave that way. 2017 was like 26 years ago. Nixon was president. All right. Oh, it's over here. So the boat doesn't end up in the nearest spot to where you teleported to. It was down here, I think. Yeah, she just put 120 damage in the world. Like, she's doing fine. Oh, they're making a mess. Oh, I just did that to my D&D players yesterday with black puddings. It was really funny. Splitting monsters are always a great gag. I mean, I legitimately do like the splitting monsters in Final Fantasy III. Those dungeons don't bother me. Once you know the gimmick and you know how to get around them, like you just go down there and you clean up, and it's great. In fact, in the 3D version, you don't even have to use the gimmick because you can only fight 3 monsters at a time, so you can just overwhelm them. I have lost my boat. I'm going to just admit that I don't know where my boat is. Friendship ended with boat. I didn't even have to combine stat blocks. In 5th edition, the black pudding already corrodes non-magical gear, so I didn't even have to add the rust effect. They built it in for me. I also started with 2nd edition back in the day. 2nd edition was my jam for back in the 90s. I'm a 5e man for life now, though. I've been running 5th edition since it came out, so for a decade, and I'm sticking with it. I like it more and more every year. I would love to run some 2nd edition at some point. If I could get the people together for it, I would love to revisit the rule set. But when I told that to my current players, they all tied me up, dunked me in hot caramel, and then feathered me. So I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to play it again. I do make them generate stats with 3d6. I don't do any of this 46 drop the lowest nonsense. I just don't have a boat anymore. I had a boat. It was beautiful. But I took it for granted, and now it's long gone. All right. What am I going to do without my boats? Like, it's got to be around here somewhere. I just don't... We checked the whole coastline down here. Do I have to go talk to the blue child again? Like, hey man, remember that boat that you built? And you gave it to me for free? I lost it. Can I have another one? But they published a sci-fi game. I don't know who published it, but they published a sci-fi game. Is built using like the 5th edition framework called Esper Genesis, which I haven't played. I've never seen that book, but then they're publishing a version of Esper Genesis, which is Phantasy Star. So we're going to have the Phantasy Star role-playing game. The book should be here next month. And it's built on Esper Genesis, which is built on the frame. So it's basically Phantasy Star for 5th edition. I have no idea if I'll ever even run it, but I'll have it on the shelf, and that's what's important. This just goes... I guess I gotta go talk to the blue child again. Hey man, I lost your boat. It's got to be around. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's got to be on the coastline somewhere. Which version of the Discworld RPG did you get? The only version I've seen is GURPS, and I'm not a fan of GURPS. But there was a GURPS Discworld RPG. Yeah, it's not here. Where's the... God damn it. Like, what do I do if there's no boat anymore? It's got to be like, go talk to the guy again. And, like, the boat will reappear here. That has to be the case. I can't think of what else to try. Like, we're just gonna die here, though. Take out these slug mess one by one. Wow, that was a lot of experience. We must get the full experience when they split, even though their HP value goes down. You know what? I'm going to try something else, actually. Hold on. Let's... Before we go through crawling through that whole dungeon again. Here, let's hit the hospital here. I've got enough money for the other slasher. We'll buy that while we're here. Oh, no, I don't want a boomerang. Okay, we can sell the old slashers. I got it. Oh, here's the hospital. We have some bookkeeping to do before we can. So I'm thinking I might have teleported to the wrong town previously, and that threw a wrench in the works. Okay. This is a lot of work to go through to save your game. I just want to touch the save point and the screen flashes and I'm saved. And I don't want to go through any text boxes. Okay. Last time, did I teleport here or did I teleport to the resort town? I think I teleported to the resort town. And then I walked here and then I saved. Unless we teleported to the resort town and the closest spot on the water was the south coast. But if I teleport here, the closest spot on the water, is there a west coast over there? That's technically closer, but the opposite direction from where I want to be. That might be worth checking, actually. Doggo. I've only seen one other game. It's a Japanese game that uses the word wolfang. And I always thought it was a translation error. For 20 years, I've thought it's just a dumb translation error. And now I've seen a second Japanese game that uses... That's exactly what happened. There's the boat. Oh my gosh. Okay. So wolfang is just a something about localizing English. Maybe two localizers independently came up with it as like a kind of bad half pun. A new kind of crab. It's a pug hit. It's not a pug sausage this time. I think it went down super easy. Is it not Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart? Is it not Wolfgang? Is it Wolfgang? Wikipedia will know. Yeah, it's Wolfgang. I thought it was. Do you think it's an intentional joke, though? Like, do you think they're like, oh, we'll have Wolfgang, and it'll sound similar to Wolfgang? Because, like, the joke doesn't make sense in English, but it's the kind of word that, like, somebody who doesn't speak English as a first language might think is a joke in English. Which makes sense that the two places I've seen Wolfgang used are in games with kind of spotty English localizations from the 80s and 90s. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't just go with Wolfer, because every monster in this game ends with ER. Honestly, I'm surprised to see a wolf at all, because everything we fought up to now has just been like insects and blobs. I feel like my party's starting to get there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're starting to get somewhere. It's the pug brat. So I'm looking for an island with magic leaves, I think. Oh. Okay. I didn't think this would be possible. Oh, the ants have infested the central canal. Oh, goodness. We can just get off wherever we want. This is one of the first dungeons, isn't it? Well, now I'm in Tregwade, and I must keep going. These fire ants are champs. Like, if I was a fire ant, I wouldn't attack me like this. But these fire ants are just fearless, and you have to respect that. Ooh, what have I done? We're in a blue and purple dungeon. I don't have a card for this dungeon. So I guess we're not going that way. Great. This always happens when you get your boat in an RPG. You just find a bunch of places you like can reach, but you can't do anything in yet. So we can only get in the wide canals. I thought they were solar panel arrays. What was this? This might be the very first dungeon, actually. I'm just going to step in and see if I remember it. Yeah, that looks familiar. Okay, we did that already.
Get on the jet scooter, kids. Fight this pug hit.
This is too narrow to get in, yeah. This one's not. Okay, so we're gonna need a key card to get in here as well. What kind of monsters can we get in here? In Greenland. Maybe there's no encounters in this first room. I would have seen one by now. Alright, so that's the set. We're saying that's a dam? Is that what that is? Can I just step out? No. I kind of thought we'd be fighting ocean monsters, honestly, but we're still fighting insects and stuff. Little bay with nothing in it. I'm not searching for the island yet. I want to sail entirely around this continent and kind of take stock of the shape in it. I haven't even gone out into the open ocean yet. I'm assuming this is going to go to another dam. Yeah, look at that. It's Yellow Dam. With the same pipe overlay but different music. It's a place to put a card in. Fantastic. Okay, so if I sail west from here, does it wrap around? That's my next question. It's not a pug. It's like a... There's not a crab. It's like a centipede thing. That thing had segments back there. Gross. I hate it. Yeah, indeed. That's exactly what has happened here. Great. And this should be the last damn... So there was one on each cardinal direction. And I'm only now realizing there were 4 different colors as well. There was a yellow one, a green one, I think a blue one. So this might be a red one. Oh, this is the blue one again. We must... The red one must have been in the south then. Oh, right, because we didn't sail. I think I understand what I've done. Okay, so I came out, I sailed kind of counterclockwise, which means I must have missed the southern entrance. Or there's not one and I've only passed 3 dams. That's also a possibility. But I thought I had seen 4. Okay. Next on the agenda, we're going to sail to this spot. And we're just going to start doing a grid search for other stuff outside of the continent. Ah. The color of water around here, certainly. The color of water around here, certainly. Certainly what? What? Excuse me? Oh, I got islands here. I think I've seen these islands before. I think we came over this way once. Yeah, here's the continent. Okay. Let's see if we can find that southern entrance then. You're probably going to need 2 more of those. That's fine. It is obnoxious that nobody knows the level 2 healing spell. I am rethinking some life choices here. You cannot argue with this encounter rate, though. It's just... it's gonna do what it do. Okay, this is not wide enough for me to get into. Okay, so there was not a southern entrance. I'm surprised I haven't come across an item or a spell or something that reduces the encounter rate. That would be the most useful thing imaginable. But maybe Rogo just learned one. No. All right. I think I just ran into the northern section. Yeah. So there really isn't a lot of open ocean then. There's kind of like 1 or 2 screens worth of space in between, it looks like. Like, not even one screen. I went one screen over and I hit land again. Confirming this is in fact an island and not part of the continent. This looks like the continent. So there's not much physical space for like islands to exist. This reminds me of sailing around the world in, what was it, Final Fantasy Adventure, or was it Legend 3? I don't remember now. But you were sailing in a world where there like wasn't really a lot of physical space between like land masses, so it felt like you were navigating these like narrow rivers, but they were coded as being ocean. Yeah, the hint guide I have does not have a world map in it, which I thought was weird. It says the next island is to the east. Oh, and it also apparently there's another town we can get to. There is another town we can get to. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need to make a detour. This is something I would have known if I actually did have the paper map in front of me. Let's use up my last... Oh, it's not my last healing, because Rogo can heal as well, I guess. Assuming I'm reading this map correctly. So the hint guide I have doesn't actually have like a full page of the world map. What it has is like little tiny inserts showing the continent for each location. I need to be north of here, I think. I don't want a new party member. I'm happy with the party that I have now. I want to train these characters up. If we get a new party member, I'm not going to bring them out. I'm just going to make them sit on my couch. Yeah, I don't have space in this party for somebody who's not good in combat. I don't... A lot of RPGs in the... Not quite this era, I guess. More like in the 90s. Oh, there is an opening in the south there. Oh, we gotta go up there first, I guess. Like, Breath of Fire was always bad about that. Like, it would always have one or two characters that are just worse than the rest of the cast. And then they would contrive reasons why you would have to take them. Okay. I think I understand what this map is saying. Maybe I don't. There's a way to save on the map. Are you? Is there? There's a pause button. Like, I thought I would sail up the canal. And then hop off. But maybe we need to take the other canal. We've now taken like 1.5 laps around this continent. Oh, I see. I can get off where the bar has, where there's one bar but not two. Like, the north of the canal has one bar, the south of the canal has two. That's going to be the difference. Okay, so if we get off here, this should be a spot we've not been able to get to before. Right? No, we ended up back here. God damn it. Alright. Let's find an actual world map. Okay. Google, don't fail me now. So okay, I'm here. So we have to exit the canal, sail south to the peninsula, disembark, and then walk through like 4 screens of grass. But first we will... Is there a hospital in this terrible town? I think we had all the... Yeah, there's a teleporter. I think we had all the amenities here. Where's my boat? What happened to my boat? It was right here. God damn it. Why would you do that? The boat evaporates if you turn your back to it. Unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to have to teleport to one of the other towns. This game is mean. This game is just... Like, they made an incredibly grindy RPG, and they're like, on top of that, let's also be mean. I've never played a JRPG before where your vehicle abandons you. All right, I think we wanted to start here. I don't understand the reason for that. It's a fascinating game design. Let's make it so your boat vanishes after you leave it behind. Like, they had to program it that way on purpose. Like, the position of the boat is remembered by the game. It has to be, so you can get on and get off. So somewhere in, like, the game's memory, there's a variable saying the boat is at this position, right? So they would have to purposely change or, erase that variable to change the position of the boat at certain points in the game, like when you use your teleporter. I'm on the wrong side of the friggin' canal. And because you have to do that on purpose, like, at some point, a person had to have made that decision. Like, let's see. It's 1988, and there's like 50 RPGs out there. And the convention is, when you exit your vehicle, it stays in that spot until you go back to it. How can we make it different? How can we do something different from that? I know. Let's have the boat just move somewhere else. I'm trying to parse it. I'm trying to like puzzle it out. Why would you do it that way? So some games that have vehicles, you don't have like a teleportation spell, right? Like a visit any town you've seen before kind of situation. This is where I want to get off. Yeah, I want to get off here. So, like, in Phantasy Star 4, I think your vehicles are, like, inventory items. I think you use them from your inventory to get in and out of them. And then in games like in Dragon Quest games, if you use your teleport spell to go back to a village you were at previously, your boat will like be teleported with you as near as it can. But why would you have it all we did was go through a map transition. All we did was go into that town. Why would you have it disappear from a map transition? That's what I can't understand. The only explanation I can think of is they just did it that way to say that it's different from other games. Which seems like it might be par for the course for Phantasy Star 2. This game has so many strange conventions. I need to heal now. I mean, this was a cartridge-based game, so they're not really, like, loading assets constantly. The boat would have to be in a particular position in memory. Like, there would be a pointer pointing to, like, the boat is at this X and this Y coordinate on... And it's... And there were already conventions at the time. Like every other JRPG I've played made before 1988, when you get out of your boat, it stays there until you, or your airship or whatever it is, until you come back for it. So somebody had to make that. It didn't happen by accident. Like, it's not a mistake. Somebody had to make that decision. It's fascinating. I used the wrong character's heal spell. That's fine. And I only moved like 8 steps away from it. It's not like I went to the other side of the map. I parked the boat, walked up one screen and found the town, and then turned around and it was gone. No, I don't buy hardware limitations as an explanation for this, because weaker hardware than this console has persistent vehicles. Ultima Exodus on the NES will remember several boats in several positions, and you can make like a boat bridge if you want to. There's no spaceship, so you can't be a pilot. Haha, dork. What's outside of Algo? Why can't we go there? So spaceships blew up over Desolus, and now people aren't allowed to go there, I guess. They outlawed spaceships after the spaceship crash of 1996. The outside of Algo. That's outside the solar system. isn't it? Still hates humans, huh? Hide a pipe. What does a hide a pipe do? Prevents random encounters. Oh, okay. I might be filling up Dolph's inventory with those. Alright, this is what we came here for. Laser sword. Laser cannon. Two-handed laser sword. I like it. I kind of want a laser cannon, but it's $20,000. I think I've already been up here. Yeah, I've already talked to these people. Okay. You do have laser bars, right? Hold on. Yeah, she's got laser bars. So she's good. So we're saving up for laser cannons now. Oh, ceramic stuff. That's expensive. Not buying any of that. Weapons before armor, my friends. Let's buy some of these. They're 300 each. All right, we have, I think, a full inventory now of them. Oh, we can get 3 more. And I'm happy to do it. Okay, now... It says this island is in the east. It's not on this map. This is an unlabeled map. I need to find a labeled map. Oh, we've already found the island. It's just... it's an unlabeled mountain. We've literally already found this island. Alright, what's the nearest town to it? There's not really a nearby town. Query, I got. Yeah, Query would be the nearest. All right, fair enough. Okay. I need... the teleporter. I hope there's a teleporter here, yeah. Phantasy Star 1 didn't have teleports between towns, and it was like really obnoxious to go back and forth between towns. Oh, wait, no, we need to go to Paseo first. It's a green. I am sure gold. I'm a thief. I'm gonna just completely ignore her. Here, let's just make absolutely sure. Okay. Okay, now. Next, I need this. You can spoil whatever you want. I don't really care about spoilers. All right. We should just be able to sail east and find this island. And the reason I didn't think it was an important island is because there wasn't anything on it. But it turns out there is a mountain on it, and unlike other mountains, it should lead to a dungeon. Yeah, but I'm not taking Sheer with me. My party's full of useful people. I recently played Elder Scrolls Arena and spent hours and hours and hours robbing from shops. Yeah, look at this. It's just... it's not marked at all. It's just a random mountain. Okay. Oh, it's a new tile set, though. That's interesting. This is our first new dungeon with a new tile set. I thought that laser sword might also ignore enemy defense, but I guess that's only a Dolph thing. Oh yeah, look at this perfectly motionless mist or fog or smoke or whatever it is. Oh man. Watching that scroll around, that's rough. That's rough on the eyes. Oof. Oh, we found the glow stink. Don't worry, guys. I know we were all worried that I wouldn't find that glow stink, but here it is. It was on Crazy Mist Mountain. Excuse me. We're raking in some money, though. Like, our money is... We're earning money a lot faster than we're earning experience at this point, which is good, because our limiting factor is, in fact, equipment. This is probably the edge, yes. See, like, you wouldn't find a map this cool in Final Fantasy II. Okay, so I've got a cave. I guess we're going in the cave. What? Like, are we on the back side? I thought we would go into, like, a cave, but are we on, like, the back side of the mountain now? Or, like, are there two mountain maps, one on each side? I found the top of the map. Burn, wolf. So I guess the idea is that there are tunnels through the mountain then. They did not like Anja's weapon at all. Oh, she got 84 hit points. My gosh, I thought she was still behind in hit points. No, she needs to be healed then. Two paths. Oh, only one path. Oh, unless I can go across this water. Let's see if I can go across this water. No, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, fair enough. We're going to be in this dungeon for a while then. This might be a multi-parter. I've got one path still behind me. It's the fan bite. Ooh, don't let your fans bite you, you guys. That's... You don't know what you'll catch. This is the problem with not having a stronger healer in the party. Like, it's a major element of the game just to cast your healing spell. See how well these work. That can't be used here. What? Why? Is it like world map only? Aw, damn it. Well, I'll start using them on the world map, because I don't think we're going to find stronger monsters on the world map worth fighting. So, this whole area was a dead end. Here, let's do this, actually. Since this... Yeah, the path split right at the beginning of the dungeon, so that saved a lot of time. Well, nothing that way. Maybe I didn't save any time. Rogo's weapon upgrade is very underwhelming. Oh, those hide-a-pipes. I got trolled. They must only work on the world map. I guess they'll be useful for sailing back and forth from this dungeon, then. I thought they would help me get through some of these dungeons a little quicker. I went this way already. No, I didn't. I teleported to the top of the map from somewhere else. To that cave there. That seems like where I came out at, perhaps. And can I get one more? She's got one more in her. Rogo can safely go down to, I think, 15 toilet papers. And then he still has enough to warp out and then teleport us back to town. Just don't accidentally use the teleport spell from here. Which is like the main reason I don't like healing with Rogo, because if I push the button in the wrong spot, I leave the dungeon. Okay, we got a nice little river there. Other than this mist graphic effect, that's a cat man, is it? That's a very shapely man. Other than this mist effect, I actually really like the tile set of this map. Oh, it's messing with my muscle memory because healing is the first spell on Nay's list, but it's the third on Rogo's. And if I accidentally hit the button, it will... Wait, no. That spell won't work in the dungeon. That's the teleport back to your save point spell. So that shouldn't work here. So maybe I'll just get an error message if I fat finger it. What I'm gonna do if I exit out the dungeon, if I don't find my objective here before Tor goes out of MP, is grab I've got my pad of paper over there on my desk, and I'm gonna grab a pencil and I'm actually gonna map out what this dungeon looks like as I go, so I don't keep getting lost. Now that I kind of understand what the dungeon is doing, I might be better equipped to attack it. There's a cave there. Let's ignore the cave and go. I'm not sure if that's the cave we came out of earlier or if that's a different cave. Okay, there must be a different cave. And Rogo's still got a little bit of gas in the tank. So we might be able to see what's on the other side of this cave. Okay. So left looks like a dead end. Down here is a dead end. So no choice but to go up these stairs. Up feels good. Up feels like it's where I want to be. Damn, my cat girl's better than your cat girl, apparently. I'm sorry, cat man. My cat girl's better than your cat man. I wonder if I have any mono mates lurking in my inventory. I have trimates. Yes, I do. Let's use up. Use those up. All right, I don't want to spend any more of Rogo's toilet paper on healing. That's no other passage except to go through the hole. Blockheads. All right, calm down. Oh, jeez. My gut tells me I'm like closing in on the end of this dungeon because we're narrowing our path to the top of this mountain, so I don't want to leave the dungeon yet. So I'm going to use a trimate on Rogo. Ah, I told you. Wait, what? It looks like a murder tree, but it isn't? What are you doing to me, game? What do you mean it's not? What? Well, I'm out of resources. I can't keep pushing in this dungeon. Like, I don't have... I need Rogo's remaining TP to teleport home. Okay. God, what's that? Isn't there a dungeon in Breath of Fire or Breath of Fire 2 maybe? Where they tell you, you need to go pick a mushroom, and they describe the mushroom, and then you get there, and there's 400 different mushrooms, and they all look slightly different. And if you try to pick one, it goes, you got so excited you ran home immediately. You can only ever take one mushroom at a time. Oh, this is far superior to Final Fantasy II. Final Fantasy II's dungeons have no joy in them whatsoever. This dungeon is doing something. It's doing something different than other dungeons in the game have done. And, like, clearly there's going to be another plant somewhere. Like, I went to the most obvious place in the dungeon where this plant might be, and that wasn't it. Every single dungeon in Final Fantasy II is just an arbitrary maze. That's all. They don't have any personality to them. They don't even have... This game doesn't have bespoke encounters either. It's all pulling from, like, the same blob of monsters. But... this dungeon has personality to it. It's not just an arbitrary maze. Dolph is a champ. He's not going to let this head rock get the best of him. All right, well, I do have to bail because I'm out of resources. See, my boat stayed there this time. Okay, how many monies do I... I have monies. Okay, here's what we're doing. We can buy the big gun now. And that'll be fantastic. It's got to remember where the weapon shop is. The gun store. I could buy a laser cannon. And boy, I'm gonna. I've got too much crap. All right. Dolph, give one of your Haida pipes to Nay. All right, I want to see this laser cannon in action. I'll take any monsters. They don't exist anymore. There's no more monsters in the game. There we go. All right. Seems underwhelming, but, you know, it works. All right. Well, that's going to have to do it for me tonight. It's almost 6 o'clock. And I have more Tony Hawk Pro Skater to play in my own time. I'm going to try to get back to this tomorrow, though. And get back to Terrible Mushroom Island. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Everyone, peace out and sleep well.